Why would you betray me? Why would you betray me? Huh? Why? Why would you betray me? Because I'm so in love with him. So in love. I'm so loyal. I show up on time. But look, he betrays me. Oh my God. No.
No.
What?
No, don't do that!
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh my God. Okay, today is officially day 4. Maybe before we even get there, how are you doing? Are you good? How has the charts been treating you? Tell me about it on the comments, okay? Let's have a chat about it, because trust me, this journey is a lot, okay? It's not easy. So tell me about it, okay? Vent out the comments, I'll be there. Vent it to me, okay? And okay, now let's go back. And today is day 4 of me trying to pass phase 1 of a 5K account. As you can see, I'm chilling, okay? I'm chilling. Look at the weather. You see, it's kind of cloudy today, but I just thought, let me just go chill before I could actually stay locked in the charts, okay? So I'm just right here chilling. It's just a block away from where I stay. Yeah, so I just thought, let me just get some air and get ready for today's charts. Get ready for today's NASDAQ entry. Speaking of NASDAQ, you guys, NASDAQ is busy moving up, okay? NASDAQ is moving up. I think I'm gonna consider analyzing it today and actually seeing what it has for me. If I lose a trade, or rather, let me just say that if I lose a trade, it'll be okay, specifically on NASDAQ, because remember, since it left the gap and I've been so indecisive of placing a trade or not. So I think today I'm actually gonna place a trade on NASDAQ. I don't know what to say, but hey, stay tuned in and let's see what day 4 of me trying to pass phase 1 of the 5K account has for us. Okay, bye, see ya. The price went to hit my stop loss yesterday, and after, it's going exactly how I predicted that it's gonna go. Why would it betray me like that? Why? I'm so faithful to you. Why would you betray me like that? Why? Why would you betray me like that? But it's okay. I have another setup, and on this one, guys, I'm gonna make sure, okay? So let me just show you what I've analyzed and what I think is personally going to happen, specifically on USD. And I'm going to also analyze NASDAQ today. I'm so in like this urge of actually placing trade on NASDAQ. I don't know why. But we're back from outside and we're feeling good. And yeah, I think I'm also gonna analyze NASDAQ and see what it has for me. Because why would it go hit my stop loss? Why would you go hit my stop loss, bro? Why? I'm so faithful to you. I'm disciplined to you. Look, you'll respect the dude, okay? But you go hit my stop loss. Why would you betray me like that? What did I ever do to you, dude? What did I ever do to you? Let me show you. Okay, then we look at the past, right? And we see that we had what? We had this last higher high broken, right? Before all these happened, we had this area here. This was our last higher high, right? Which simultaneously is or was our last buy side liquidity before price actually moved here, right? So what does that tells us? Okay, price broke what? The old buy side liquidity. Let's put it here. Old buy side liquidity. Yeah, price broke our old buy side liquidity, right, and went up. And after it went up, what happened? It came back to do what? To retest on the old side, on the old buy side liquidity, right, on this line here. It came to retest here, right? And not only that, what do we see? Price went up, and immediately when price came to retest here, it formed what? A new higher high, right? which is simultaneously our new buy side liquidity. Okay, no, not capital letters. Higher high or buy side liquidity, right? Where? This area right there. And now after a retest, it went up, right? And when it went up, what it did, it leave for us easily a new higher low, right? And that new higher low, it could simultaneously be our internal sell side liquidity. Okay, internal sell side liquidity. Why? Because this is our external. This area here is our external sell side liquidity. Is our external sell side liquidity because it's a point of interest. You see, it's bigger than this area here, or it's bigger than this level here. See, yeah, this is. If we look at the charts, like in this case, let me just do this so you understand. We see that we have been having higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then higher high. You see? So this is like a point of interest kind of thing. You get me? If you don't get, forget about it. I'm joking, you guys. If you don't understand, please don't feel ashamed to comment on the comment section so I can actually help you all out. Okay, cool. So this is our external buy side liquidity. This is why this is internal buy side liquidity. Okay, so I'm just gonna say sell side liquidity. I mean, this is our external. This is our external sell side liquidity, and this is our internal sell side liquidity. Internal because it is inside this big move here. See, it's inside this move. This is why it's internal. This is outside because it's outside the move. Okay, I hope it makes sense. Now let's move for our time frame, because I really want you guys to see why I am fuming on this chart. Yeah, so they came to sweep liquidity here so they could have momentum they need to continue to move the price to the upside, right? Okay, so now after they were able to move the price to the upside, price did move until it came to break what? Our old buy side liquidity in this case, right? And after it broke our old buy side liquidity, there are only two things that could happen. It's either the people who move the charts, the people who are in charge, like the big boss, the big guys, the big players. It's either in this area they're going to continue the price to go to the upside, or they are going to reject and come to the sell side liquidity, right? So how are they acting? So let's just go to forward time frame and see. Okay, when we get to 4 hour time frame, we get to see that this line represents our old buy side liquidity. Remember about it, okay? Do not forget, keep it in mind. And now we see that, okay, in order for this, okay, and now we see that these people tried to actually retest this level here and continue to go to the upside, but they failed to break this last high here and then rejected. What does that tell us? It tells us that they don't have enough momentum here to actually continue to move price to the upside if they really want to move price to the upside. Okay, so what are they going to do? They need to sweep liquidity. They need to hunt liquidity so they can have momentum to continue buying, right? They need people, they need retail traders who are like, okay, fine, well, now we are willing to sell US30. While them big guys, they're like, okay, fine, well, now we are buying US30. So now because us, we are selling US30, they're gonna come hand our stop losses, so that money of ours could be the momentum to continue to move the price to the upside, to continue to buy US state. Because when you look here on 4-hour time frame, you get to see that, okay, they broke the old buy side liquidity, okay, and then they came and gave us a retest. But as you can see, price has barely broke, or rather moved past our buy side liquidity, or past our higher high. So what does that tell us? It tells us that maybe people who move the charts, somewhere somehow, they don't have enough money to continue, or they don't have enough money to buy US state. So what are they going to do? They're gonna sweep liquidity. Yeah, they're gonna sweep liquidity. Where are they going to sweep that liquidity? Right here at our last higher low. Because remember, on daily time frame, this is like one retest, not two. Because here, remember, it's two retests. On daily time frame, it's just one retest and the price went up. So as you can see here, I think they are going to come sweep our liquidity, or sweep our stop losses here. Because remember, in this area, I also bought US state. Remember, on that trade that I placed on my previous trade, go check it out. I also bought US30. So now my TP was around this level, but I think the people whom the TPs were above this level, maybe here or here. So now price is coming to sweep what? The stop losses here, so that they have enough cash to continue, or rather so that they have enough cash to buy what? US state. Well, so I think price is going to come sweep liquidity here and move up. You see that we have a retest and a retest. So I'm not actually going to mind this two retest, because go daily time frame, keep on there's only one retest. So therefore price has to come sweep liquidity on this last higher low, or rather internal sell side liquidity. Okay, so price needs to come here, sweep liquidity, and continue the price to go to the upside. But if price doesn't show me any signs of actually moving like to the downside, I'm still gonna actually wait for a buy here. Okay, and if price is gonna actually continue the trend here, I'm gonna have to see something, because as you can see, this is our buy side liquidity right here, and wabona hore how many times? 1, 2 times, and more wabona double top. See, more than a double top. And after that, double top tells us what? Double tops tells us that we are going to be selling, right? Double bottom tells us what? We are going to be buying. So what are the chances that the market is going to come retest or sweep liquidity here? I think 80 out of 100. Price came and broke our buy side liquidity. How many times? 2 times. False breakouts. I say 2. Why are they false breakouts? Because this is a buy side liquidity. Immediately when price got here, other people thought price will be selling to where? To the internal sell side liquidity, or rather to the external sell side liquidity. So they placed sells, not only knowing that the people who move the charts will do what? Will reject, or rather will reverse the charts to go what? To go sweep the stop losses here. You see that? So here they swept stop losses of what? Of people who sold here. And here they swept stop losses of what? Of people who sold here. People who were hoping that price continues to go to the downside, their stop losses were swept here after price rejected here. And people who sold here, their stop losses were swept here because they sold. They're like, okay, the chart is moving down, they sold. Out of nowhere, the price goes up. Why? Because big institutions saw that retail traders placed sells here. And this amount of cash that they placed sells with is the amount of cash that we need to actually fuel the charts, to actually get the momentum to go to the upside, or if they need to go to the upside, And this amount of money that they placed here, and this amount of money that the retail traders placed here, is the amount of money that we need to fuel up, is the amount of money that will be the momentum for us to continue moving the price on our desired direction. Okay, and now as you can see, people got stopped out here, and I'm one of them because I sold here. So I'm one of those people who got stopped out here. So now I think that still they don't have enough cash to continue moving the price up if they want to move the price up. So what I think they're going to do is that I think that they're going to come here, sweep liquidity on the internal source of liquidity or our last higher low, right? And after they sweep liquidity here, they'll get enough momentum they need to move the price to the upside, right? Why? Because people bought here, retail traders bought here. Surely they're like 50,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 max people who bought here, or even more people who bought here. So imagine amount of money that's here. Especially if you held your profits until price passed this buy side liquidity here. Because if you hold your profits until price passed this buy side liquidity here, you are actually trapped. Why? Because now price is rejecting. And if you still keep holding, they're going to hit what? Your stop loss. And when they hit your stop loss, you're out. And immediately after stop loss, I'll say, and another retail trader, trust me, that's the fuel that they needed to continue to move the price to the upside. So, Linda, I got stopped out here. I'm not denying pain. I'm not denying, and it's okay. I got stopped out here, and I feel betrayed. Okay, because this is the love of my life, and this love of my life is treating me like this now. Chineke. Anyways, yeah, Linda got stopped out here, guys. But as you can see, I think price is gonna come here to sweep liquidity here and go up. So let me just show you what I mean. Or rather, let me just draw this here. Okay, so me, the only time I'll take a trade here, my friend, is if price come and sweep liquidity here. Let me just extend this. Yeah. See, if price comes sweep liquidity like this here, I'll wait for what? For a change of character, my friend. Because why? Already I get it. We are on a downtrend. When I go to a lower time frame, it will give me some kind of like a bearish movement here. So I'll wait for what? For the last lower high to be broken. Right? Let me just do this. I'll wait for the last lower high to be broken. And after the last lower high is broken, I wait for what? A displacement candlestick. Or rather, the candlestick that's supposed to actually break the last lower high should be a displacement candlestick every time. And after that displacement candlestick, we draw our fair value gap. And then after that, we wait for a retest. After a retest, we put an entry to where? To the upside. You can put above this buy side liquidity because price will surely move past it. Okay? Yeah. So this is what I wait for, I guess, guys. Yo. But it's fine, man. It's fine. Yeah. So US 30 move. Ke checkena NASDAQ tsamaya jwang. Yeah. It's okay. So we're looking at NASDAQ. Ne? Did I analyze NASDAQ with you guys yesterday? I don't think so. But if I didn't, I'm not actually gonna go back to analyze it again, guys. But I think you all can see, right? How more we had our old buy side liquidity. There was what? That was broken, right? And it was swept. Let me just say that it was swept before what? Before price decided to come here, right? So what I was hoping for, I was hoping that price is gonna come here to sweep liquidity on this internal source of liquidity before it continue with the uptrend. Why? Because if price had enough momentum to continue with the uptrend before, it continue anyway from here. Yeah, but this liquidity sweep here, see this weeks that swept this old buy side liquidity, it shows us they don't have enough money to continue buying what? To continue buying NASDAQ. We're talking about who? Remember, we're talking about people who move the charts, people who are in charge, okay? don't have enough money to continue moving or rather to continue buying NASDAQ in this area. So what are they going to do? They're going to come here to sweep what? To sweep our stop losses and orders, right? Because remember, right here, the people who thought, okay, let me just do this. In the past, we can see that this was like some kind of like a retest for us. See that? Let me make it with another color so it does not confuse us. Okay, this was some kind of a retest in the past. Price came, or rather broke, and came back for a retest and went up. So let's cancel that and move on. So now, retail traders, after they saw that retest, us retail traders were like, okay, NASDAQ is buying, NASDAQ is buying, NASDAQ is buying, let's buy NASDAQ. We bought NASDAQ at this area. We put our stop loss where? Around this level, right? So now, price moved. We were hoping that at least NASDAQ move higher. That people put the stop, the people who put the TP around this level, the people who put the TP above or rather higher and higher and higher, because we were hoping what? We were hoping to see NASDAQ moving to the upside, right? But look at what happened. After here, NASDAQ didn't have enough momentum to continue to move to the upside. So what's going to happen? The people move the charts. They're going to come here, sweep money here, sweep our liquidity here, sweep our stop losses and orders here. Because remember, there are also people who placed sell orders here, that if price break this level here, they automatically sell. So they're going to come here, sweep our stop losses, sweep our orders, so that they can have enough momentum they need to continue buying what? NASDAQ. Because remember, if they have 500 million and they want to buy NASDAQ, they're going to need what? They're going to need people who have 500. They're going to need retail traders who have 500 million, but they're willing to sell NASDAQ. Yes. So they're going to move the price here so they can sweep our stop losses and orders out. So finally, they can have enough money they want to continue moving the price to the desired direction, right? Okay, cool. So now, I'm not going to be taking any trade here until I see liquidity being swept here, exactly how I analyzed it. If there's no liquidity that's going to be swept before New York session opens, I'm going to reanalyze the charts again. But I'll upload this part of the video and we'll just do a continuation, okay? And let's see USD. Okay, we see that, I only see this bullish ascending channel today in the morning. That the reason why the reason why USD might be rejecting on this level is because it's currently running on the trend line. You see, I think that's why it's rejecting. But hopefully it is still gonna come to sweep liquidity here and move to the upside, right? Because I think, guys, if the people who move the charts really had enough cash to continue buying USD, the price would be here by now, or even upper. But now the price is still here. What does that tell us? They don't have enough money. So whose money do they need? They need ours as retail traders. So I think they're gonna also come here on our last higher low or internal sell side liquidity to sweep our stop losses here after we bought more. After this retest, you see this retest and up. After we bought here, again we put our stop losses here. I think they're gonna come for our stop losses. That money earning more on our stop losses is gonna be their fuel. It's gonna be their fuel to actually continue moving the price to their desired direction. Okay, so Limo, I'm still gonna hold. Time is 9:28 a.m. and if New York session opens and I don't see any movement to this level here, I'm gonna reanalyze again, and automatically this will be the video that I'll be uploading, and we'll just do a continuation. Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's wait, guys. Yo, guys, it's 10 a.m. Yeah, my face is still rusty. You can see it. Don't come for me. Yeah, do not even dare come for me. Anyways, I just wanted to say, guys, it's a whole lot of it. Like, I'm coming from far with this training journey because I never thought that this analysis, my analysis, I never thought I could ever analyze it like this. Matter of fact, I always knew one thing that I needed to do in order for me to actually break through, but it seemed so difficult to do, It seemed so difficult. It seemed so difficult to do. And Guys, NASDAQ is going to sweep liquidity. Guys, my analysis. I'm so in love with my analysis. I never thought I could analyze like this. Me? You know, I only knew support and resistance because of structure. You know, all the channels, I knew them by name. Different kinds of candlestick, I knew them by name. But still, I couldn't, get to the main roots until I learned this thing that I've been running away from. Look at my analysis. My analysis are top notch, okay? And even if it happens that the trade doesn't happen, my analysis are the best. And that's what makes me think and feel like I'm just one step closer. Just with no blink of an eye, I'll be inside that Range Rover, baby. So yeah, you guys, let's just look at NASDAQ, okay? Just look. Shiba, 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 Shiba. Okay, look. Patience, okay? Patience. Let's wait. I'll get ready this time. So happy.
A few moments later.
Let me show you. Oh, Nazi. Oh, Nazi. Let's go, baby. Come on. Sweep that out. I want to today I guess I batla $200. I batla $400. That's what I want. That's what I'm aiming for. $400 today. I'm still looking at the setup that I analyzed yesterday, but today I just put some few features that I actually saw today. But like, for example, this bullish descending wedge, I identified it today, or I spotted it today, right? And yeah, so what this bullish descending wedge going to do is that I think I'm gonna have to wait for price to come, break this level here, like break the last higher low, but on 1 hour time frame, and after I see price breaking here in 1 hour time frame, I quickly go to 5 minutes time frame to look for my displacement candlestick, identify fair value gap, and the retest on it, and then we're good to go. Okay, so yeah, guys. And I was just about to say, I feel bad for people who placed buys here, hoping the price continues to go to the upside, because now price came and took out the stop losses. And I just wanted to say, I also feel bad for people who put the orders here. I'm so sorry, you guys. To everyone who lost their cash on this, I'm sorry. Okay, and look at how this candlestick is moving. It's currently, let me see, 20 minutes. It has 20 minutes left. At least it closed inside. Remember, it closed inside. So if this one closed below this level of internal sell side liquidity, it means that I'm gonna have to ask myself, is it time for the gap to be filled?
A few moments later.
So guys, please don't mind so many lines. Let me just go to upper time frame so you can understand what I'm about to tell you. Okay, so price broke our internal sell side liquidity, but look, I think the gap needs to be filled, guys. I think the gap needs to be filled, and I'm just so tempted to place a trade here, because look, when I go to the lower time frame, when I go to 5 minute time frame, there was a fair value gap that was created, right? But look at what happened. This candlestick closed above the fair value gap. This one now that's currently forming, guys, I'm tempted, and this is exactly the amount of cash that I need. How much? $400 to be done with today. I am so tempted, but I think this is the times when I need to remind myself that, why did I start this journey? I knew that this journey was to get easy money, but there is easy money, but it's so difficult to get that money, especially if you can hold yourself in placing trades that you never ever thought, or rather in placing trades that you never saw yourself analyzing. You never saw yourself analyzing a trade that's gonna go fill up the gap. So why now you changing your analysis and going for a trade that's going to fill up the gap? It's just like you are going. It's like just like I'm going after cash. Because now I didn't analyze that the trade is gonna go fill up the gap, but I see it happening now, and I know that market structure can happen. It happens every time. But why would I place a trade that I didn't analyze? This is the times that I think that they determine if I'm actually a really, really professional trader. And I guess if it's gonna go to fill up the gap, yeah, I wish it all the best. Me, I'm going to take a walk, guys. I'm going for a walk. Because as for my setup, you did see, guys, you did see. I don't want to take this trade. I'm not going to take this trade. It's so tempting. It's so tempting. Let me show you. Look at that. So tempting. But what I'm not sure of is this candlestick that closed above our fair value gap. You see this green candlestick? It closed above our fair value gap. And the previous candlestick, well, I want to move. It wants some buying pressure. Come on. Yeah, right there. It wants some buying pressure because look at the wick. About so guys, I'm not actually sure about this trade. I'm not sure because I will want to so let me know, guy. It'll fill up at the gap, and here's the gap. But let's go to the higher time frame. Alright, let me just take a walk, guys. Let me take a walk. You know what? I'm taking a walk. I'll see you guys. I don't know. I'm taking a walk, Shem. If this trade passes me, let it pass me. Yeah, I'll deal with the consequences. Yeah, thank you very much.
A few moments later.
After people got stopped out here, I'm sorry if you're one of the people who got stopped out here, because a lot of people lost trades here after these people who made the charts came to sip out our stop losses here. A lot of people lost money here. I'm sorry if you're one of those. And hey, look at me too right now. The charts are racing on me, but I'm gonna keep holding because I'm waiting for a breakout here. Let's go to lower time frames and see. As you can see, the charts came in both what? The wedge, the descending wedge, right? And it broke with what? A displacement candlestick. See this big green candlestick? Yeah. And then, but it only broke with a wick though. But what matters is that it broke what? The trend line. What? The displacement candlestick. It was the first one to break the trend line before this one broke it properly now. Okay, so now I waited, and this one formed it formed a fair value gap, right? And I entered right here. Yeah, at this trade, at this candlestick, this one here. Yeah, I entered right there, and yeah.
A few moments later.
Hey YouTube fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone. Oh my God, you know what? You guys are no longer just people to me. You guys are finally family, okay? You guys are finally friends. So from today, it's gonna be hi YouTube fam or hi friends, because what? You guys, so like 23 people are actually interested in my trading journey. 23 people actually follow what I do. Guys, couldn't ask for more. Thank you so much. What? I am so grateful. As you can see here, I have the charts. I'm just chilling here on the hallway. Yeah, it's kind of noisy in the house. So, guys, guys, remember when I was like to you, guys, I can't trade NASDAQ because it hasn't went back to fill up the gap. Remember when I was like that? And then I see the price still pushing up, and I'm like, what? I'm gonna actually take a trade on NASDAQ. And guess what? Price finally went back to what? To fill up the gap. And I tell you, I'm gonna show you whatever happened. I had such a perfect setup. That's actually what's making me more fuming. I had such a perfect setup. Okay, 10 out of 10, 100, there, million out of 10. Okay, but one thing, the charts never went back to retest the gap. And immediately the day I decided to actually place the charts on NASDAQ is the day the chart decided to go back. What? NASDAQ betrayed me. Guys, So I'm gonna show you guys what I have here, but I thought we should just catch up a little because damn, what?